Guys, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It is 6 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It's probably not going to be too long of a video, but I really needed to comment on this. I've kind of brought it up once in a while before, but I'm still seeing a proliferation of this. Okay, it's Trump supporters, mainly male Trump supporters, from what I see at least online, and on cars and trucks, specifically trucks too. It is images of Donald Trump, but mostly just his face superimposed on a muscular body. Usually it's a buff, ripped body. Sometimes it's a cartoon, kind of cartoonish. Sometimes it's an actual photo with retouched with his face on it. And this, I don't know how I feel about this. I see this a lot. I still see this a lot now on cars. More often than not, it's almost always on trucks, on big four-wheel drive trucks, which speaks more into my whole theory, and online, I see this too, in comments, emojis, avatars, whatever you call those, in videos. I hear actually on YouTube, they'll put his face on like a Rambo scene or something, beating up Hillary. And I've seen even more of this going on. And I say this all with a smile on my face because I don't know if I find it amusing, troubling, bizarre. I don't know. Look, I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not going to venture guesses on why this happens. Okay, I looking back through history, there's never been another U.S. president this has happened to, or any political figure. I don't think. So it just seems to be specifically a Trump phenomenon. And it seems specifically more to the male Trump supporter population. Again, I'm going to try very hard not to imply anything here. But here's a few interesting points. They talk about him being good with the economy, good with money, all that. But I think subconsciously you're seeing exactly why. I think right there, these people are giving themselves away. They're showing exactly why. Like I said, it's hard not to make some guesses, like for the psychology behind this. And all these people to always talk about Trump having big balls. Again, this is I can't imagine myself ever talking about another man's large testicles. I'll just leave that right there. I don't think I've ever said anything like that, nor would I ever. Let me bring up the fact of what just recently happened with the protests. So there's some protests outside. It's night. They gather Trump together and bring him down into his bunker. They erect these huge steel barriers all around the White House. Trump calls in, I think actually the National Guard are leaving a bit today, Monday, but calls in all these reinforcements. He wants the army, he wants tanks all around his bunker, his White House there. Certainly looks to me like a man who is insecure and scared and not having very large testicular fortitude. I don't get it. Like I said, I whenever I see that, it makes me seriously question. I look at the name first of all, or if it's online to see, and it's almost always a guy, and I try to get a look at him. I need to know. I don't know if this person, usually if you're a strong guy, you're confident. I don't imagine you need this imagery, this hero worship kind of thing going. You know, I'm trying so hard not to really insult or make psychological guesses as to what this is about. Um, as far as I'm concerned, you guys keep it up. I find it humorous. I do. Like I said, and with vehicles too, it's almost exclusively guys with trucks, with big four-wheel drive trucks. So again, it makes me wonder, the big trucks, big guns, insecurities. Uh, Another point too, if it was women, that'd be understandable. You know, that would be more understandable, because then, you know, they're admiring, it's kind of got a sexual component, or just an attraction component to it. Maybe, you know, I don't agree with it, but I could understand how women might see his power as attractive somehow, or his blustering bravado. Some women might fall for that. But the guys, if it were me, that would be the last thing I would ever do. I would be embarrassed. I would be extremely embarrassed to ever show some buff, ripped guy on my truck or my car or on my Facebook page or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with different lifestyles or anything, but it just, to me, it's not even about that. It seems like hero worship. It does. It seems like something. It seems like something somebody that's insecure would do. But as for his recent actions, and then having the police, you know, clear a path for him to strut across that square, that's one of those images that I'll just never. That one, and along with the one where he mocked the reporter, these are two images that are just burned into my memory, that will never allow me to ever be okay with this guy. So just some thoughts today. Just wanted to point that out. I see it now. I've been seeing it in the last couple of days more often than ever, and from time to time, I just gotta ask, you know, what is up with that? All right, you guys have a good Monday.